What's going on, world? It's your boy at Big Game James _36, and this is Big Games BS brought to you by alphacliniconline.com. Again, this is that time of year, and man, y'all just really just like, man, we really need some masculine energy in this world. You know, it's a lot of hormones, a lot of emotions, a lot of things going on. Like one of my boys is moving his daughter into the dorms, and this is a great time of year. You know, a lot of, you know, seeing kids grow up and move on, but then also seeing things that you did trying to come back to you. Like my boy just put out, like if one more alpha or omega asked to move his daughter into their room, and I'm like, those are black fraternity, not alpha, like, you know, but those are fraternities. And but like what happens is they go up there and they show you the most upstanding gentleman. Hi, how you doing? Oh, you just moving in? Let me help you to your dorm. Now, they don't ever ask. Like, I remember moving into Jenny Murphy dorm for my first care program and the summer bridge program. And you know what those motherfuckers didn't do? Not one person offered to help me with a box, a toaster oven, no, nothing. None of the men, but the women, they was just, oh, man, they running up and down steps and trying to do everything, man. I'm like, yo, can one of y'all, like, I could use another hand here. Like, nope. Hey, ma'am, how you doing? My name is such and such, and I'm with this. No, good and damn well, they just wanted to know where all the pretty girls' dorms was, and they invited all of them to a nice get-together where there was a limousine that was one way. It wasn't no coming back. The limousine got you to the party, but it wasn't getting you back home. And you had to get back. The only way to get back home was they applied a little pressure on you. But they're doing those same things. I mean, that's the best way I can describe it. I mean, no means like, but now women, now these are the things that women say they hate. But like now they're saying like, why don't men apply pressure? But you told us like no means like, why you just because I said no doesn't mean I mean like no, you said no means no. Like, so like I'm not finna go to jail because of this shit. Like, because you feel I need to, like, you know, get after you more, and damn you. Women are crazy, man. But you know, that could be a theme of every show. But anyways, though, we're inside of Alpha Clinic Online. If you need just your testosterone levels lifted, you need just to feel better about yourself, you need the effects of that Fuller D. Ladies, just get your man in here, or ladies, go in there and get it check out yourself. But I'm feeling confident. I don't know about everybody else, but I just watched the film and I feel way more confident in everything that I want to do in life. And it's just because football season, I know my team is going to be good. So everybody else seems to not think that my team is going to be good, but I think they are too. And one thing that we're going to try as a family, and I'm here for it, we technically have gambling stuff here, because hopefully I haven't checked anything with the Fantasy Football League, by the way, but it is in the member section at this point. If you're a member, you can see it. I just know we're going to win. And my guy we broke down the Georgia Tech film, so we'll go into that a little bit more for those who didn't get a chance to watch it, but it's an hour of film study. I may do it again on Thursday because there's games that I want to see. I want to see the Clemson game. I want to see the Georgia game. I want to see the UCF game. But the line, the line went from 13.5 to 10.5. And before we get into paying the other bills, I was being explained to what the fuck does that even mean? Like, so right now, okay, see, this is the shit that bothers me. ESPN talking heads make it seem like it's a toss-up game.
Right.
ESPN matchup indicator, which they purely stats, purely what the fuck is going on, basically says it's an 80% chance that Florida State is going to win this game. And rightfully, that's about right where I'm at. If I wanted to be a little bit more, what do you say, political, 70%. I'll give Georgia Tech 30. But like, I've had so many people say, James, what do you feel about, what about Haynes King? What about the freshman wide receiver they have? What about the running back that they have? And I'm like, have y'all watched any game film? Like, or are y'all just like looking at shit and then just saying, you know what, this is how I feel. And there's no way you watch the game film and feel the way that you feel. But what's the so what is the spread now?
Yeah, so the spread is 10.5 points favoring FSU. And obviously that means that ESPN has FSU winning by at least 10.5 points this game.
So what do I get if I bet that? I think for you can certain sites let you adjust spreads, right?
Yeah.
Like I could buy. Can I buy like more points? Like that Florida State? Like, can I get it to 17? Can I purchase that to see how much money I get? Because I'm really feeling froggy right now. I think we're 18 points better than them.
Yeah, so on ESPN Bet, there's like a slider you can move to change the it's called moving the line.
Wait, I can gamble on ESPN?
ESPN Bet. Yeah, they have.
Is that like an app that I
Yeah, you see under the you see game odds sponsored by
I see ESPN.
Yeah, ESPN Bet. They have a whole like app you can use now they have commercials on TV. So yeah, they have their whole betting system
this
right
is some bullshit. It's just like I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, why are we not as a player? Like that, not bullshit for us. Like, but for a player, like, bitch, y'all literally are making money off of gambling. But if I do anything gambling related, I'm a bad person.
Right. Yeah, that's the little slider you can move right there.
All right, move this slider to like. I want Georgia Tech to get. No, I'm betting Florida State. No, you know what? Let's not go. Let's not get arrogant. Let's go. No, because it was 13.5 and I was ready to do 13.5. I think let's go 16, 15.5, 16.5.
Yeah, I wonder what's the highest you can go.
Nah, man.
Wow.
Like, it can go pretty high, I'm pretty sure. Is the highest? Okay, what does that get me if I bet $100?
If you go, the money line did not change.
Yeah, so
Florida State. Oh, I'm sorry.
No. Yeah, but if you see that plus 145, that's usually for American betting. That's like per $100. So if you bet $100, then you make 145. That's like you get $45 in profit. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out. Grant, I need all of the. Matter of fact, hold on. Put that up there. Put that up there. Put my boy Grant Gray up there. Now,
shout out Grant.
Shout out to my guy Grant. A brass player. Shout out to Dave driving to tell my boy David, I need this on the screens. I need everybody. I need all Chiefs. Tell them, pull out their phones. Tell them, hey, go to YouTube right now. Tell my Chiefs to go to YouTube right now. Because we need to work on this. We didn't get a chance to practice. I'm mad because I'm actually going over to Tallahassee today. And I had every intention to be at practice today so that we could. This is the only thing that scares me. The only thing that makes me nervous. The only thing that makes me nervous is that I did not get a chance to walk through with the Chiefs on how the war chant's supposed to be played. So like we've done that the last 2 years, and I'm a little nervous right now because we got some veterans though. Because this isn't the rookies. Grant, the rookies didn't go. It's only the upperclassmen Chiefs, right? So I know Grant will get that in a second. But like I need them to make sure that war chant got to be on point. And they got a new lady. They got a new person there. What's her name? She's listen. I don't want to be disrespectful because she's a upstanding young lady, but she's nice. She's from FAMU too. But they got rid of the other guy went to Stetson, the last co-conductor. But they still got Dave Platt, so they got a vet. Dave has done this before. Dave is a OG, triple OG with the Chiefs. But if I remember correctly, or it was just sometimes people have a really good LinkedIn picture. But her picture was nice. I got mad yesterday on the show. They tried to put my Irish baby. our Irish, they took a terrible picture. She was still cute, but she was in the middle of competing, but her hair was down and wasn't up in the little halo thing that she had before. And I'm like, hey man, you're gonna find a better picture of my boo. Because I'll go if I know I can meet her, I will literally go buy a ticket to Dublin right now. If somebody tells me there's an opportunity to meet her, because I'm already mad. But yeah, third year and above. All right, so Grant, we need the Chiefs on point. Yeah, Dr. Moore bounced. Yeah, man, that's my guy. He was so cool. But I know this new lady's going to do her thug dizzle. But anyways, though, so 16 and a half.
Yeah, I just want to say one thing. I think I misspoke earlier, but with that 145 right there, that's your profit. So so that
if I bet $100, I get my $100, I get $245.
Right.
I get my 100 back and 145.
Yeah, because that spread is 16 and a half points. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, your payout's 245. We have it up there.
Whoa.
Yeah. So you get that 145, that plus, that's your profit. Mm-hmm.
145, yeah.
Man.
So if you think they're gonna blow them out by 16,
that's a lot.
I think we're 3 scores better.
Oh, okay.
Like not 3 touchdowns per se, but like at least like they gotta we're 3 scores better than them.
2 in the field goal.
Yeah, like I think it's 2 in the field goal.
Yeah. So yeah, if you
if you watch just watching the film, like made me like question why. But if anybody has watched our show, right, you've seen this from me the last 2 years. Everybody's like, "Oh my God, LSU is so good. LSU is gonna whoop." I told y'all in 2022 we was beating LSU. And everybody thought I was crazy. And they're like, we barely beat LSU. But if you watch the LSU game, that game was not close. If Lawrence Toafili doesn't fumble, if we don't get cute and we don't fumble a toss on the fucking 1 yard line, like it became a game of 5 minutes into the game. We were up 14 on them, about to go up 21. You feel me? LSU, I don't know if y'all paid attention, but LSU is exponentially better than Georgia Tech. Jaden Daniels is a quarterback. He's going to probably start quarterback for the Washington Commanders. Brian Thomas Jr. is going to be a starter for the Jags. Malik Neighbors is going to be a starter for fucking the Giants. I don't know if y'all realize this. Ain't nobody over there like that. I'm like, stop it. Miami should have beaten them by 3 touchdowns. With the Dyke. It's a whole draw up there. Like I'm sitting there, like literally breaking this shit down for you guys. And then last year, y'all saw the ass whooping with drops. And goddamn Jordan Travis, one of his 2 interceptions was in the red zone on a stupid play, in my opinion. But like, nah, dog. Like, bro, everybody keeps saying that this isn't the same Florida State team. Except for the fact that Patrick Payton is on the same Florida State team. Josh Farmer is still on the same Florida State team that was part of that ass whooping. Darrell Jackson didn't get a chance to play. Marvin Jones Jr. is very, very fucking good. DJ Lundy was on that same team. Azaria Thomas was on that same team. Fitzgerald Cypress was on that same team. Shaheem Brown was on that same team. And what I'm telling you is them motherfuckers ain't got shit over there. And because we're going to talk about this, Restrepo got strapped up, and he's one of the best wide receivers in the state. Restrepo ate against Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech runs a fucking zone, and that's what's going to happen. I think people think 17 points sounds like a blowout, right?
For sure.
But check. I just talked about Florida State being up 14 with 5 minutes left against LSU the first time, and the score ended up being 28-27. A 17-point blowout is just as easy as if you only being up 2 scores in the fourth quarter. You stop a team, get to the 40, kick a field goal. It doesn't mean you have to blow the team out. It just means you feel you're more dominant than them. But man, if that's what I get for that, I might have to go look up ESPN bet. So if I bet the money line means straight up, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so that just means,
up.
So what do I have to bet to get a decent ROI if I just think Florida State is just better than Georgia Tech heads up? Because for those who want to say 24-23. But it was so for that, Luke, just so you realize that it was 24-10. And it was supposed to be so. I gotta do what? Oh shit! Yeah.
For anyone just joining, those, the original betting odd is 10.5. We just checked to see if you could move once you move the line up to 16.5.
Now this is ESPN Bet. ESPN Bet does not pay a goddamn bill in this area. So like use whatever you want to use. This just so happened to be very fucking convenient for us.
Yeah, 450 for 100.
Nah, that's not good. That's not enough ROI for me. Can you do prop bets on ESPN Bet?
Yeah, I don't use ESPN Bet that much, but I'm if I had to guess, I'm pretty sure they do more than just money lines and stuff. I think they do.
Go to a parlay. Click on the parlay. What do I? What?
Yeah,
what,
they
what,
do.
What,
yeah,
what
they
would
do.
I like to parlay this with?
I have to add another bet.
Oh yeah, what
Not
about
that weekend?
Yeah, because that
fuck.
Because that Nevada State numbers were crazy, or the Nevada numbers,
Yeah.
those
Okay,
are crazy.
So I can bet that Florida State wins the first half.
Yeah. You can split it up by halves, and
Okay, so let's go Florida State first half. Straight up. Wait a minute, what's the money the first half spread?
330. So 330.
No, that's the money line.
No,
the spread. Yeah, those are the different levels of the first half spread.
Does that say
6.5? Not what does that say?
9.5.
And then 3.5.
And then 3.5. Yeah.
Okay.
So 9.5 gets me the most.
Yeah.
So let's click on the 9.5, and then go down. That's the only one that does make me a little nervous right there.
The 9.5.
Yeah, first half. Because a lot, you could be filling them out a little bit.
Right.
Or it could be a strong side first half 3-way. I don't know
what does that mean.
Yeah,
we out here learning. We're going. I want to add game like we out here learning this shit.
First half 3-way.
Oh, I guess so. They get Florida State's either winning, a tie, or Georgia Tech wins. I don't. Yeah, no. Never mind. This doesn't seem like something I want to parlay.
Yeah, you got over under first half points, 25.
Yeah, I'm good on that. I'm just gonna bet. I'm gonna up the 6. I'm gonna up. I think I'm gonna go up the. I'm gonna give Georgia Tech more points, and I would do that. So $100. I know for a fact I'm gonna blow $100 on something stupid this weekend. So I'm gonna do that.
The total points you can do as well. Florida State is 33.
That's David Williams. Shout out to my David Williams and Big Rich out in Dublin, making me jealous. Georgia Tech ain't got but 5. Like Georgia Tech's a private school. People keep forgetting that, so they don't really have a lot of fans like that. It's good at school. Anyways, though, that was a good look at them. We got scroll over the little eye so I can see what we got. Is the YouTube number? Or this is just us on the Book of Faces. I mean on Twitter.
Yeah,
Because
15x 42.
Okay, well, it's about the same. But we talk a little gambling, you goddamn degenerates. For those who are in Jacksonville this weekend and you want to know somewhere where you can watch the game, come holler at me. We'll be here at 12 o'clock, Goodfellas, watching the game here on the TVs. This is me basically on the inside wanting to go to Dublin, and I can't. I wasn't even thinking about how upset I was until I seen my dog. I seen Big Rich here. That's Richie Leonard's dad. He came to Jacksonville for the practices, and then I saw him on the plane, and he looking real urban and ethnic out that bitch. And I wanted to do again, no matter how many times I say it, I'll never be able to say it more than Joe Rogan has ever said it on the show. I wanted to do like a spoof, be like niggas in Dublin. Like not in Paris, just like we could have, like me and Big Rich could have been just doing that shit in Dublin, like getting active. So, but shit, this is crazy though.
crazy that people travel that far.
Man, but this is a family trip. Like this is like there's a lot of people spending like 10+ days out there. So like they're making the most of this trip.
Yeah.
Which is what the beautiful thing about, let me give you my old man yelling at the clouds take. That's what bowl games and shit used to be.
Family trips.
Yeah, like, you know, people would be like, you know, like for the state fans. So for 36 years, we went to a bowl game. Like you knew they were going somewhere at the end of the year. And you plan your family trip, Christmas and the holidays, New Year's, you're vibing, you're going to meet people. The cool thing about about being a booster, right, is that you get parking and you get used to seeing the same people every year. You see their kids grow. That's what football used to be, more of a family sport until people made it weird. And like, you know, but this is a good little trip for them. I know a lot of people are over there. Jeff, the fantasy thing is in the community on YouTube. I definitely haven't shared the pick'em though. I need to share the pick'em. You're right. I keep forgetting. My bad. That's why we have an intern. His job would be to keep reminding me or do that. Actually, did you get the Substack invite? Email invite? You might want to check your spam. But anyway, so we got that. Also, the next thing that's coming up. So I was crying about that, but whatever, fuck it. It's that time of year again, guys. Labor Day's coming up. It won't be this weekend. It's the weekend after that. Now, what I need you to do, Miles, go to the Franklin Saint one. Now, skip over Birthday Boy. We'll talk about Birthday Boy here in a second because I'm going to make that jit some money. That's why he's going to stay at Mandarin. But Franklin Saint has the pictures of oh, that's fucked up.
I got the email.
You got the email? Damn, you know what Grant said. Where you at? Actually, Miles, I'm looking at our thing. Yeah, that one. Play that. Bump, explode that. It's that time of year. I know everybody's having their own tailgates. Guys, damn, did I put the price? I don't even know what the price is. Whatever the price it says on there is going to be $40 until next week. Or no, $60 until next week. $60. We got to make some kind of profit. But this is what a tailgate looks like, a big game tailgate looks like, and we're having one for Labor Day.
In the stadium over there, man. Let's go. In the stadium over there, man. Let's go.
So all you can eat, all you can drink. Cigars will be there. I'm sure other things that you might want to partake will be in there, but that's not included in the price. I don't know what we're eating, but I know I can guarantee you it'll be good. And I can guarantee you if you want to get a park, well, I don't even know how they're going to do it no more, but it's lot 19. It's the top of lot 19. And if you click on the next one, Miles, that's the so they can see the ticket link is there. We will post that in the group description. So it gives you the address. That's what it looks like. Click on that red, the red thing, buy tickets. What is this? What price does it say? Okay. I will go adjust that. It'll be $60, but like, but that's basically all you got to do.
70 general admission.
It still be, yeah, it'll be 60. You don't have to do a donation. That's just kind of part of it. All of these proceeds go to the MFTK Foundation. This is how we raise money for the book bags and stuff when people don't like write the big checks. But all you can eat, all you can drink. Trust me, it'll be a great time. There are people who complain, but those are people who will never be satisfied at anything in life. But this is what we do. We got one for Labor Day. We will not do one for Memphis or Cal. We may have one. They just have to run it, CJ and all of them. But we have these for almost every home game that's not a noon kickoff. So, check us out. Make sure you go purchase the tickets. We have a youth option. The youth and the non-alcoholic option are there as well. So, I think it's like half price because literally the liquor is what costs all the money. So, we'll make sure you're taken care of. Please consider that. CJ Wilson is sharing it. Sporadics is sharing it. Renegade Report. Adrian is cooking. My boy, I don't know. I think I'm gonna talk to my boy Freddie to see if he's gonna come and make the ribs. Cheese will be making some appearances every now and then. But I can promise you this year, the fucking food will be on time. That shit ain't happening no more. Like where the food, like sometimes the food, like one game, the food ain't get there till right before the kickoff. I was livid. But But now it's going to be plenty of food, plenty of liquor, plenty of good vibes, and former players will be in effect, often imitated, never duplicated. And it's a one of a kind. We've been doing these things since 2018. Vibe with us. All right, Rube, I'll make sure it's in there today. As soon as we get off the show, I'll make sure we put it in there. Now, the kid that I said I'm going to make famous, it's his birthday today. So Bryson Wright, the 13-year-old phenom, is no longer 13. He is finally 14 years old, and everybody can stop arguing with me about it. But let's just go play it, click on that link and play his little highlights again, because I can't wait to see what this jit does Friday night against some better competition.
Oh, come on.
It's just choppy on this one. But they didn't count that touchdown, by the way. They said it bobbled. I didn't see no bobbling. Jit's nice, man. Oh, this is the touchdown. Back shoulder fade, cheat code. Tough. That's a tough person to go up against after your first week of school. You don't know. You got homework. You don't know. You got that math teacher that's just an asshole that decided that they want to give you all. They want to be tough on you for no morning. We did not get our morning prayer. I forgot to put that in there. You have the audio now, right? To where you can just push the button.
That's right.
Got to get the morning prayer. Pack him up. He played for team. Well, he was 12. I didn't even realize because his birthday and he can do it. This motherfucker played 12. The same age. God damn, that's fucked up. My son plays 12U now. I would be you know what, Colby? Everybody deserves to be mad at you and your family. I would be mad as hell if my son had to play that last year. That's the team they played, 12U. But go ahead, get that morning prayer. God is fucking great. Yeah. Oh man. And yeah, Angelo, he definitely wants to be a no. I'm going to tell y'all for 4 years now, if we fuck this recruitment up, they might not get Trey Coleman. They might not get my son. Like, this is a package deal here. Like, there's no way they can fuck it up. Now we can start the show. All right, going into the things we talked about. It was all kinds of shit. We got Georgia Tech up first, right? Since we've been talking about it, let's go ahead and talk about it. There is a whole breakdown show that you guys can listen to where it's an hour. We get into it. We go over film. We go over all of the different stuff. So I'm not just making these statements in a vacuum. What I want you to know is that I watched this, and for any Miami fan listening right now, you deserve better than what your coaches gave you in that Georgia Tech game. There is absolutely no way that game was that close, even for you to lose on a Jesus loves me type of thing. And what do you mean by that, Jay? It took an act of God, a natural act of God, for them to beat North Carolina and Miami. And what do you mean by that, James? Literally, North Carolina was driving to score, and the receiver was running and got hit from the blind side and fumbles the ball. They recover it. They were going to score a touchdown and win that game. Miami, all they had to do was take a knee, and I know we want to, people want to pick on him about that. He was down, but it should have never been a fumble. Shouldn't have been to that situation. You should have just taken the knee, and the game was over. And then the two back-to-back big plays came from just straight greed, which is, again, you're either coaching it or allowing the thing. Miami out-physical Georgia Tech in every aspect of that game. Haynes King threw 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown, and even the 1 touchdown was crazy. Miami the interceptions that Tyler Van Dyke threw, he threw in windows that the route concepts made absolutely no fucking sense. If that guy calls that same kind of game plan against Florida, they're going to lose. But it wasn't the Miami players. The middle of the field is the way you beat Georgia Tech last year. Now, they have the new DC from Duke. But the same players are there. And this is the argument that people are making with me in social media is that 75% of their roster return. 75% of a roster on a terrible team still makes you 75% of a terrible team. The running back did at times out muscle a couple of, but for the most part, he's timid until he was getting his mojo coming back. But you go out there and you blast him, you got a better shot. I think I have some of the comments that I had up there, Miles, if you want to like post some of the things, but like they're soft at the point of attack. They're not very good. Haynes King, literally, when you put pressure on Haynes King, he scrambles around and says, fuck it, somebody's down there, and just flings that bitch. Typically to the other team. Y'all thought that Dyke liked to throw it in triple coverage? Nobody likes triple coverage more than Nobody likes triple coverage more than Haynes King. The wide receiver that everybody talks about, one catch against Miami. Let's just go, fuck the games I haven't broken down. The games in which there's light competition and they were all out there playing, that Georgia Tech played, I'll give Miami and I'll give Clemson. Haynes King threw 6 interceptions in those 2 games. In fact, here it is right here. All we hear about is how DJU is a fucking turnover magnet. Except for here at the top, not just everybody. These are the top most turnovers by Power 5 QBs last year. Now, this same guy, David Helljoint, has Haynes King as a top 5 quarterback in the ACC. But he threw 17 turnovers last year. But I'm to believe DJU is a turnover magnet. You know what DJU doesn't do? Turn the ball over 17 fucking times. What school does Jake Plummer go to? I can tell you where Thomas Castellanos goes, Boston College. I can tell you where Cam Ward goes, the University of Miami.
Yeah, it looks like Arizona. Wait, Jake. Oh, that says Jack Plummer. That's
my bad. Jake Plummer did. Jake Plummer did go to Arizona State. That's old school, like old school. I think I was a child when Jake Plummer played. Like I was coming up in high school.
It says Louisville. I'm pretty sure it's Louisville. Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. So that's what I thought. Okay. So that's 3 ACC quarterbacks that are turnover machines, but Florida State doesn't have a good quarterback. That are better than DJU. Do you see the logic that the people who make these things use?
Now Jack's on the Panthers, and he just recently played a game against the Jets.
Oh, that was last year, so that's
Yeah, so he went 11 for 18 in the game against the Jets this preseason. 42
he
yards.
Lost 8 fumbles. So he put a star by Cam Ward. He fumbled at 12.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's wild, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Just for those who just hear me out. There's 12 games in the regular season. He averaged a fumble a game, and he lost 8. Bro, 15 turnovers is a lot. Now 36 touchdowns is a lot too. But now I see why they went 5-7. And he probably was doing that with a lot of scrambling, trying to make a lot of things. We got some video. Don't worry. We got the fuck it, someone's down there video for some people down there. And that, I'm telling you, this isn't stuff that I'm not saying these things to pick on people. I just read this stuff and then I see people make arguments off of what other people have said, and it drives me nuts. It's like, it's what is going on? It's like the amount of stupidity that is allowed to float out into the internet. And it's okay to like what you want to like, but don't judge somebody else when you ain't swept your own porch. Don't say one guy's a turnover magnet when your guy literally is a turnover magnet based upon logic. Hayes King is good, but matter of fact, click on David Hill joint. Let me see if we can go like just on his overall thing, because like it'll show like the ACC breakdown. He's an ACC guy. He says like these are the people, like he has these guys ranked. David Hill joint, the guy, that's the person who's like click on like his thing so we can scroll down his timeline. So let's scroll down a little bit. Nah, he's fine. He's not like he's an actual like this is what he does for a living, so it ain't gonna be no porn or no wild stuff like that. Just keep going. They're all part of the same. They're all the same. Even though I like a David Hill joint a little bit more than Pate. Yeah, it's like dope. Like a David Hill just sound like a Spike Lee joint. I thought he had this stuff up there quicker than that. Okay, here we go. So like right there. So anyways, spot. Okay, I don't care about it. He has us as a top 2 special teams unit. Wow. I mean, well, you know what? Tits for Fits has been working. And our punter is legit. Monster Mono. I don't know how many years he got left. Like that bitch. I feel like he been here forever, dog. All right, scroll down. Because I mean, he's using the data to make like these things, like, and I'm just like, if you really believe that stuff, then like, it makes no sense. Like, I'm a consistency freak. Like, I need consistency in your logic in order for me to trust you. Keep going. I'm not worried about that. I was trying to show the quarterbacks because he has them ranked. And he had the wide receivers ranked like the bottom half of the because we don't have any production. But he has our running back unit, the number 1 in the ACC. And you know what our running back unit doesn't have? Production. Here's what we got right here. So let's click on this. That says QB rankings, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Georgia Tech is so 1 and 3, right? I'm not arguing one. Again, if you want to give Cam Ward that's fine. 1 and 3 are there, right? Did we notice where we saw 1 and 3 at? Number 1 has less interceptions and turnovers than number 3, but like this is your top quarterbacks. And the same guy has the same data that shows that one of the top quarterbacks has 17 turnovers last year. Leads the NCAA, but he's a top 5 quarterback in the ACC. I'm just trying to like, to me, it's just the logic doesn't logic. I'll give you one. SMU's quarterback was pretty good last year. I'll actually give you drones at Virginia Tech over us. Syracuse quarterback is pie. You want to tell me K Klubnik is better? I'm fine with that. Like, I don't think he should be as low. Why is Castellanos, who beat the number 3 guy, lower than that? Lower than him. I believe NC State, I don't know exactly what NC State has, but I know NC State has a lot of talent coming back. Like, they do that shit. Like, every 2 to 3 years, they coming in loaded with some stuff. But again, that's just where, again, the problem is within the logic, and we don't have the video nor the data backs up what this man stated.
I have an example of one of his fumbles up here if you want to see if it was his fault or not.
Who, Cam?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Not Cam.
The Georgia Tech guy?
Georgia Tech.
Interceptions or fumbles?
Fumble.
Okay. Let's peep this. Against Louisville. This is gonna fucking demonetize us, isn't it?
Ooh.
Nah, fuck it. Let it run. We'll cut. Yeah, we'll trim it out. Boom, 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 boom. Yes. That offensive line is great. Drop back, feel the pressure. You got to get rid of the ball quick. So we can go ahead and take that out so we don't even have to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's you holding on. But again, if you go and you watch, go to our breakdown. He does that a lot. He's not a good quarterback. And if you say you don't like your quarterback, what is Haynes King's measurables? Cam Ward is built like a running back, but he's good. Like, when did we start? Cam Newton was 6'4", 250. Like, guys, we got to stop this shit.
He's Haynes King is 6'3", 215.
Okay. So he's built like a wide receiver, little. Okay. My thing is this, guys. When Florida State wasn't good, I said they weren't good. But like, you're making an argument that doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, I don't give a fuck what he's built like. He can be built like the Statue of fucking Liberty and be as fast as it. He doesn't turn, like, 3-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio ain't bad. Especially when you have guys with a 2-to-1 touchdown to turnover ratio. Or less. Haynes King, 1.3-to-1. Like, come on, guys. You can't tell me 1.3-to-1 is better than 3-to-1. You can't tell me this guy throws interceptions and he's the reason why you're not going to win, but a guy who actually throws interceptions is the reason why they're going to upset the other team that doesn't give up passing touchdowns. With the defense that has damn near all the pieces that were back there doing that. None of that makes sense, but it also goes and lets me know that a lot of people are very upstanding citizens, and I love that shit because I would never want to be a co-defendant with some of y'all because you don't remember what you said, and you're going to get us both locked up. You're going to say something, and then what's going to happen is the fucking attorney, or when we're getting interrogated, the person going to be like in Menace to Society, you know you done fucked up, right? Yep. Mm-hmm. You know you fucked up. But I was saying it was 11 o'clock, but then it was 8 p.m. No, you fucked up, right? You know you done fucked up, right? And the problem is a lot of times in our discussions, we get so entrenched that we can't even realize when you fucked up. I don't like DJU because he turns the ball over. But Haynes King is going to beat Florida State.
It's weird when it comes from the fans. That's
what's scarier. It's like, who hurt you? Taggart's not here anymore, man. It's gone. He's gone.
I think what they're starting to feel is, as a Bostonian and a Patriots fan back in the day, you just get afraid. More than losing, you're afraid of what the next person is going to say. So that's
really what it comes to. Big Three Twitter is really, really big into trolling.
Yeah.
And what happens is I don't want to be overly confident and then we lose. Mm-hmm. And then they're going to retweet and they're going, I got news for you guys. Just mute the fucking tweet.
What's your famous Troy quote?
Oh, that's why no one will ever remember your name.
Yeah, gross.
Oh my God. That's it. Dude, Miles, you're awesome. We got it. If we do this clip, we got to put that in there. I wouldn't fight I forgot the name of what it was. The Thessalonian. He's big. That's the largest man I've ever seen. He looks at the kid in the first MFTK moment in recorded history. Achilles looks at the kid and tells him, that's why no one will ever remember your name. And rides off.
So cool.
After the kid earned it in his defense. He had a great night. He had like 4 prostitutes in his room. He had no intention of fighting. He had just got probably got one of them good or because when it's more than one women, it's not for you. That's for us. Now, if y'all want it to be for you, y'all enjoy each other. But this is about the man. And at this moment, this man might die. Like, ain't nothing. I've heard this from military people. I've been in situations that I probably shouldn't have been in, but nothing is better than sex when you feel like you might die or you're about to die. So like he's about to go to war and like all this stuff is happening. So the kid interrupts him in his sleep. And he was like, and he almost gets sliced. He's like, I was dreaming. He's like, then he looks, he's like, and it was a good dream. I'm just saying, like, that's why that's again, man, some of y'all, nobody's gonna ever, you can't operate in life like that. If that's how your whole life is, man, I feel sorry for your wives.
At least when you're up.
Yeah, like,
if
so what? If we do lose, right? You ain't gonna be able to brag anyway.
Right.
Why am I gonna try to like fuck up my happiness for something that probably won't happen? It's like the people who when the world, I've faced 15 world-ending years events. And people are like, well, what are you going to do if the world ends? I am not going to be sitting here worried about the world ending. I'm about to go party and turn up and have some fun.
Right.
Because the world might end. Never have I seen a bunch of people that, with knowing that their floor has raised, be so terrified of success that they cower and kowtow to people who have not had a fraction of the success that you have had in recent and history. That man said Georgia Tech football. What the fuck does Georgia Tech football mean?
Exactly. You see the analysts, you know how often they're wrong? We forget.
All the time. And people keep telling me about the homie Bud Elliott. You know what Bud Elliott told us last year? We were losing 3 games. And I told y'all, you're crazy if you think this team is losing 3 games. Now, if this was Notre Dame, okay. Yeah, okay. I ain't up in the score on Notre Dame. Like, too much weird shit goes down. Jesus might be helping the Catholic side. I don't know. If this was Miami, a lot can go down in a rivalry game. I would not adjust the score. And I've seen the way Miami can play. Like, Miami knows how to, you can keep it close. But even that game, if you go, don't want to hear me, but if you go back and you watch it, it was a 14-point game until Kevin Knowles knocks off an interception by Fintrell Cypress. Like, if you watch the game, like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? I don't know. But again, love you, but softer than baby shit sometimes, man. This is why I respect Miami fans. Because Miami fans don't give a fuck what happens.
Yeah, man.
Miami could go defeated this year. And you know what they're going to say next year? We beating y'all ass. Y'all suck. And y'all are like, hey, say we're sorry. Like, bitch, they're sorry. Why do you care? You wrestle with pigs, you're going to get dirty.
Yeah, Miami fans don't care.
I love it. They don't give a fuck.
So Miami plays Florida week 1. And that's going to be a big game. A lot of eyes watching. And, it said Florida has a 57% chance to win that.
I just don't know what the fuck is going on over there.
The spread is 2.5. And shout out Caleb in the chat, one of my homeboys in the chat. He was wondering if you think Miami got the covering the spread over Florida, 2.5 points.
That's 2.5 points is a pick'em game. All I have to do is believe Miami's going to win, and they're going to and they're going to win. They're going to win it.
Yeah.
I think Miami, but I cannot in good faith say Florida's going to win. I don't know. I believe Miami. I believe Miami is better. It's 10 points better than Florida.
Wow. With them
10 points.
Underdog. I might have to look at
If there were the video game, hands down they beaten them.
So really,
the problem isn't Miami's talent.
Yeah, it's crystal ball.
It's who do I hate more? Is it Cristobal and him being stupid? Is it the fact that I just watched an offensive coordinator that they tout heavily call the worst game plan in the history of football against Georgia Tech? Or do I hate Florida's DC more? The she shed. Because he's just stupid. And he's what I see a lot of people do, just throwing around a bunch of fucking words that don't make no sense, and it only impresses people. We probably still got a bunch of comments on that thing when I said, no, what the fuck is he talking about?
They were upset.
They were mad at me. Like, if Kirby said that, Kirby would not say that dumb shit. Kirby knows you can't be both multiple in the front and multiple in the back. In terms like creeper get thrown around and stuff like that. You're either you're good at something or you're not. But like, and Florida's got a motherfucker that's like 4. Like Florida's got 3 people who need to be on Biggest Loser. Nah, real talk. They got a kid. Like you're supposed to lose. Like they got a guy. This D tackle. He's in the weight program, the weight loss program, right? But he's not losing weight. He's getting bigger.
Really?
Yeah, we talked about him last year, man. He's snack. He just keeps snacking. Like it's no like, bro. Like you got the thing, I was on camera. Like when I was playing, I burned 6,000 calories a day. And I'm not saying he burns that, but like, you know how much Funyuns you got to eat to gain weight? Like most people go into the season and lose, you drop weight. So like you get to like 250, right? Knowing that by the end of the season, you're going to be 230. Because you're working out, you're running, you're doing a lot of stuff.
Burning calories.
This man is like he's got he's
breaking into the program.
He needs Ozempic. And what makes me mad is that people like him, I got diabetes, man. I look at orange juice and I have to piss. It fucking bothers me, man. It bothers me because at one point in my life, I could just eat whatever I wanted to eat and life was good. Then one day my body betrayed me. And I have never looked like him at any point in my life. Have I ever looked like him? And I know he can eat whatever he wants to eat. And it makes me mad. I'm jealous as fuck, man.
You talking about Desmond Watson? Yeah. That's the
man. Listen, that's little Desmond Debbie, little Debbie. Like that's little snack cakes, like little Debbie Desmond. Like,
oh, this is mean, but it's so funny. He's a man.
I mean, man, fuck that shit. Bitch, you were 430 pounds.
No. 6'5", 449.
I apologize. He is 450 pounds. It ain't me. Don't get mad at me for stating the fact that he's big. Be mad at the scale. That's the wild part. So, like, what's wild is this, dog. Them jerseys is pre-made.
Ain't no way.
Like, them things are tight but stretch really good. Like, this is like. And then but the only thing I will say about this, because this picture right here, can we blow this up? This makes me like him a little bit more though. Oh, my bad. I thought he was never mind. He one of them fats. I hate fat people that don't want to show they fat. Like, well, like we don't know. Like a shirt gonna hide that. Let that hang, man.
Yeah, for real though.
What's wild is he can't step on a normal scale.
I can't.
Because normal scales stop at like I think 320 or something like that.
He has the lower half.
No, 350. Most scales don't go over 350.
Burden. Golly, he's huge.
Yeah, he built different. Not gonna lie on that one.
He built like a single mother that don't need no man for shit. Like, you see the big, like not the cute ones that's at the part with the kids. Like one, stop that shit, man. It's about 5 of it. My University Christian Athletic Association is where my son plays for. I want to emphasize Christian Athletic Association, and they out here dressing in like with their asses all out.
With the Altimas, the Nissan Altimas.
Definitely a lot of Altimas, maybe a couple Camrys, an Accord or two. Actually, no, because Accord is when you ball in Civics.
Civic, yeah, Civic.
That's a scary man.
They just let that shit hang, bro. Go ahead and roll it up like let that one ass, like, you know, but again, that's a fat motherfucker. Where do we get to? How do we start talking about the fat motherfucker? We're not
the spread. We talked about the
that's a lot of spread. His spread is that's a spread, all right. That man's spreading.
Man.
Okay.
But I digress.
Anyway,
Barrett Sally puts up because we're still talking about Georgia Tech. My bad. That right, Fatal Jet. Now I bet his mom can't cook though. I bet his mom can throw fucking down, bro.
She has to cook for 5 every dinner.
500, yeah.
Andre, man, he could not go to Harris Teeter, man. $6.99 buckets of fried chicken with an NIL deal, man. I'd be mad as hell, man.
I don't like Florida, but just because he's a big dude, I want all the success for him.
No.
Hey, your loyalty doesn't not even to the big man.
No, man. Fuck that dude. He made his choice. He knew what he was doing when he made that choice. Damn, that's a big motherfucker right there, boy. I know a buffet. Hate to see him coming. What's sad though is that there's nothing that he can do to encourage him to lose weight. Because big people, and as a big guy, it doesn't matter what you're eating, people are going to make a comment about you.
Right.
If you put a salad down, come on now. Come on now. You know you don't want that salad. You can't enjoy food. Boy, that food ain't stand a chance. Slow down, big fella. Don't choke now. Like, he over there just trying to enjoy a normal meal like everybody else, and they got all the jokes, man.
It's the one safe place. It's bald men and fat men. Besides that, you won't get canceled for it.
Yeah, well, no, man, you can talk about men. Men can be ugly. You can say you size shame men. Like, women tell you shit like don't size shame me, but let you be. But we're quick to tell you that you got a little member, which is literally size shaming, and you can't do anything about. Well, there's things you can do now.
Or height.
Yeah, like, boy,
He needs to find God.
he could be amazing. I bet, man, if he could go do the show. What's the rapper? Like, he's old now, but it was not Spice Channel.
It's definitely not that.
Damn, what is it called? It was Fuck That's Delicious.
Action Bronson.
Action Bronson.
I love that show.
I bet if he did a Fuck That's Delicious, that show would do numbers. I believe everything. Like, Action Bronson made shit sound so delicious just by talking, man. But let's listen to one of the things that I hate, and I secretly hate because I want somebody to do this behind me. If a battery gets put behind me, I promise you, I will probably be way more liked than all of these people. But I haven't had one yet. So, and it's probably a reason why, because I would literally do a show once a week picking on the other talking heads, which I might do anyway. Just taking comments and clips like this from around the nation and just seeing how stupid they sound. But here's a guy, Barrett Sally, who gets off on helping radio people make jobs. He put this out here, and this is about going back to Georgia Tech, Florida State. Here's what whoever the fuck this is has to say about whatever the fuck he has to say about Georgia Tech, Florida State.
What did you lack at Georgia Tech under the Jeff Collins era? Steak. And I say steak because Jeff Collins was a great salesman. Part of the reason he was hired to took that job, they wanted to sell that program in Atlanta. And he did a pretty good job of that. But there was no foundation.
You got the picture, Miles, that I sent you in the email with the roster.
Yeah. Now, Brent Key's not selling anything. He's going to let his team do the talking. And he's got this team built in a way where they're going to punch you in the mouth. You're going to get back up. They're going to punch you again and again and again and again and again. And you're going to wear down because they can run the damn ball. What did you lack at Georgia Tech?
All right. I'm so confusion right now. Did I hear that they're going to wear you down? Like, so he's saying that Georgia Tech is a physical team. What the fuck did you? On what? In what? All right. So I put this up in the other thing, man. I put this in the other thing. North Carolina. Excuse me, Georgia Tech gave up almost 600 yards, I think over 600 yards of total offense to North Carolina, half of which were on the ground. That's not physical. Miami put up 250 on the ground against Georgia Tech, if I remember correctly. That's not physical. Clemson clobbered their ass. That's not physical. Bowling Green State beat the shit out of them. That's not physical. Why are all these things important? Because everybody keeps saying that Georgia Tech got better on the back end of the season, going 3-3. That's 50. That's 500. That's not getting better. 4-2 got better. 5-1, you got better. 3-3, you stayed average, and they are an average team. They were 5-3 in conference though last season, with nothing substantial about it except for one game. Now, I just want to put everybody, if you're going to judge a team off of one game, right? And that's the Georgia game. Cool. Damn, Polo Kid, that's a nice, ooh, boy, if Mike Norvell wanted to be be loved more than he is in my house, if he could beat Georgia Tech 77-0 because of Josh Petty, I love that level of petty. I would love. Sports Mark, you're right. Again, a knee. Again, go back and watch the film. North Carolina was clearly driving to score and fumbled the ball inside of in their red zone. Like there was nothing that Georgia Tech could do to win that game if they would have scored. And Miami fumbled the ball up. This is why I don't like these people.
I'm starting to understand your sentiment. He's basically a fake rapper, like someone they just put together. You get a little footballs in the background, a little picture.
What are these people's background? Like this is like, yeah.
And now I look like a professional, and he just basically gave us coach speak about running the ball hard.
Yeah, but not like just easy. Man, when you watching the way that they ran the ball against such and such, tell me, who did they do? Who did they physical? Like, what have you seen that makes you believe this to be true?
He's speaking out of his rear.
Again, it could happen. I'm not saying that I don't think it will happen. It could happen. Anything can happen. That's why we play the game. That's why college football is one of the greatest. Football in general is one of the greatest sports. You could completely outmatch somebody, and then life happens. But like, man, I'd be goddamned if there's some of the shit that y'all pull out of y'all ass to say.
Yeah, he was just like, let me get this clip done. They're gonna eat it up. Sometimes you hear stuff like that, and I'll stop watching a person like that because I feel like you're insulting me. You think I'm stupid. You didn't prepare anything. You just said whatever came to the top of your head.
Like they went 7-6, bro. 7-6. Like not even 8-5. They went 7-6. And we're talking about them like, okay. Then listen, all right, fine, cool. I saw no physicality in the film. We talked about the quarterbacks with the most turnovers. We talk about our wide receivers so bad. Now, you want to know what's funny? Again, me bashing our Florida State base, not bashing. I have said consistently to Cameron Moss, that the wide receivers aren't that bad. All of our media has said how bad the wide receivers have been. And I told him, I said, watch, once our wide receivers stop seeing NFL caliber guys every goddamn day that are whooping the shit out of us, they're going to be better. And what is the report saying now about Florida State? The wide receivers had a great day today. Wide receivers look good. One of them even went as far to say that Darren Williamson he's a big fan of Darren Williamson. That's number 21 for those who don't know. And I said, I told you they were going to do that. I told you they were going to do that. They do this shit every fucking year, but you guys, it's the people with the most experience that you don't listen to. Like I remember a few years ago, people telling me that you couldn't run into an 8-man box to a fucking fullback. That's all my play was. It's literally 9 men in the box. Like, bitch, it's something there. Like, you can get it. Trust me. Our O-line is not good. I'm like, guys, what the fuck are y'all talking about? I'm walking around. So again, The best person on the beat. I'm gonna give you. He'll start his stuff up on Monday, hopefully Monday or Tuesday. And actually, know what? Wednesday. He has football practice in school Monday, Tuesday. So Trey's takes will start Wednesday. I'm gonna get him his reps. He's gonna get paid $10 a show. He just got to do his shows to get paid. But like Trey said 4 years ago now. So 4 seasons ago. Dad, is this a high school team or is this a college team? Our line looked like I could have started on our offensive line. I go out there now, man. There's some large ass mammals, dog. But everybody's gonna tell us about this and that and whatever, man. Like I said, man, I hate doing that. You don't know ball shit because I think it be people who don't know ball. But this is Aaron Cabrera, who always makes some goofy ass shit. But I love Aaron. This was the clearest thing and I've said this the entire fucking time. When our DBs see a zone coverage, they're not gonna know how to act. They're gonna be like, "Oh, holy shit! Nobody had molested me." But this is basically, I don't even know Dragon Ball Z like that. This is Dragon Ball Z, I believe, right? I've never watched the episode, but I've seen enough clips to kind of get an idea. Actually, one of my favorite ones is like, this is my son. He's not quite as powerful as me, but he's still strong. I like the voice.
Yeah.
I really think some of y'all, when y'all make y'all tweets, y'all say it in the anime villain's voice. Like, because they all have that same, how dare you unhand me? Some shit like that. But this is what our wide receivers are going to be like when they line up against Georgia Tech. They're gonna be like, sorry, wait a minute, you're playing off? Coach, that's not Azari Thomas? That's not so. Oh shit, you finna get this business. That's what I'm telling you. I'm just saying. And I like one of the DBs, Amari Harvey. I hope he has moderate success. Shout out to Diamond's son. He went to Florida High. There's a Gabi kid over there. I like my Tallahassee boys, but like shit, they picked the wrong side. Fuck them. Amari had a chance to come to Florida State with Tag. He went to Auburn, and he transferred over there, man. Fuck that. Still love you. I would cheer for your ass after this game.
Oh.
Andre, Trey agreed to the $10.
I was thinking the same thing in my head, Andre. I was like,
that was not me. I asked him how much he wanted to get paid. I believe he said $8. I gave him $10 because I thought it was a better deal. So like, you know, but yeah, but nah, like just again, the fucking like the middle of the fucking field, attack the middle of the fucking field, Benson on the post. All we got to do is catch the damn ball.
Unlike the last dude who was just speaking out of their ass, this dude is also speaking out his ass, but I believe he's doing it on purpose. He knows he's a master of this kind of craft.
Is Paul Farbo?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. One. God, man, I just want to just
look at him. He was born.
Like, you just lick my hand and just any people with no lips cannot call people thin skin.
He was meant to be born in this era. Like, he was made to be a troll. He looks like a troll. He's been a troll before the world realized the meaning of the word troll.
Very true.
He's the bane of trolls.
The pettiness of the Florida State fan never ceases to amaze me. I kind of try to decide who has the most thin skin, insecure fan base in the country. And right now, at least going into week 0, I think it's FSU. Just fuck that dude, man. The problem is, again, I think a lot of the world needs people to just get slapped. I think when we was doing duels, the world was a better place because you knew you had to be held accountable for what it is that you said. And, you know, I don't even know. Yes, we're not thin skinned. First and foremost, you can't be like the ESPN doesn't know. And this is, I take this as the other teams in the big three not being good. So they don't understand big three culture. Like we're used, like, so other fan bases every now and then will try to interject into our big three culture and like don't know what the fuck's going on. SMU tried to get in there. We like, who the fuck are these guys? And then we roast them. Louisville tried to roast my boy CJ Wilson, and they got destroyed by FSU fan base. You come fuck with one of us, we fuck you up. Meanwhile, all we do is play the dozens all day. Paul, just go get an intern to go look at Florida State, Florida, and Miami Twitter. So when you bring your stupid ass in here, your stupid other ass in here with these takes, it's not thin skin. It's not even you. It's just the fact that anybody can get these bars. Like, you gonna get this work.
Yeah, for real though.
Especially when you look the way you look.
Moan said he looks like. Have y'all seen Sin City?
Nah.
Oh man, I gotta show y'all. He's talking.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my God.
Yo. I mean, if you put a little hair,
yeah,
little hair on the side.
Nah, the Dobby comment is crazy in the chat.
I don't even. Which one is Dobby? Is that the one with the ears on Harry Potter too?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I don't really watch it. I kind of have an idea what you're talking about.
Nah, that was pretty accurate.
He do got that. Doesn't Mr. Burns got that same haircut in The Simpsons?
I think so.
Like, that's the shit that be
But
tripping.
that's what I'm saying. He looks like a troll. I just showed you two real trolls, and
Like,
y'all agreed.
I think Pat McAfee is the one who brought this up one time, or somebody. No, they were talking about Tim Tebow's haircut. Okay, nah, man, he got the horseshoe, the Ohio State thing going.
Yeah, he
on
got
in his
that
head.
wraparound.
He got that wraparound. Does Paul have it? I don't think Paul got the wraparound. I think it's too unique.
Patches. Does it connect in the back?
They don't connect.
I gotta search the back of Paul.
Yeah, that's what I was
Hey,
gonna.
can we
I
see
was
the
like,
back of Paul
I can't even. I don't
before
even think we
realize
can look
this?
it up
I
because
think that's where the manipulation control system goes, right there.
I think he purposely
Like-
just has
like,
every back
it's-
picture
yeah.
deleted because all you see is the side and front. I don't.
Yeah, I
So it probably don't connect in the back.
I don't think it connects in the back, dog.
Oh, this is a mystery that has to be investigated.
And I think like he go to the bar. Like, what's fucked up is that he makes enough money, right? And he goes to the barber and he sits down, and the barber charges him full price. And they edge that shit up. That
Oh.
shit is crisp.
Oh,
man.
it connect in the back.
It connects
connects.
in the back. Okay.
Yeah, this is a. Yeah, I had to do some scrolling.
So
but
he got the
he got-
Montgomery Burns.
yeah, he got the wraparound.
He got the wraparound. All right.
So
Like, does he ask for a one? Like, what does he do on the sides, man? Like,
mystery solved.
He looked like the type of guy to do it himself. You know, get
you
the
think he does it himself?
get the clippers
Like,
and get the scissors.
do you razor the top? Or
He-
do you just like, or is that just like his hair gave up?
Yeah, it's so bald at the top.
This is
He probably get
distracting.
it waxed.
I know they
that's
put,
what I was thinking,
but they
like,
gotta put makeup on the top of his head. Because you don't want it to be
Oh,
too
yeah.
shiny. Because like the light, there's really bright lights when you're doing that kind of stuff. And then like that's why men wear makeup in TV, because the lights will make you sweat and glisten. So the makeup cakes and takes away some of that sweat. He should get that like a progressive fade, like just like let it let it go from nothing into something and then back into nothingness.
here it goes, just for proof.
The wraparound.
Oh, he got the wraparound.
Yep.
But it's low. How is it below the knot on your head? It's normally like, I thought it's like higher up. Like that shit low.
The bread bowl is crazy.
Hey, look like,
Chip
you know,
green.
I know we're Florida guys, but my people in like the Midwest and cold places, you know how you rock the earmuffs that go around? Like he got the earmuffs. Like the earmuffs come to the side, go behind the back of your head, and like get here.
I can't.
Talking about we petty. and you come out the house looking like that. No, your wife petty. Oh, my bad, she dead. Whatever.
Oh.
Jesus. Rest in power.
She said she had enough of that shit.
Oh,
It's like, I'm sick of this shit, Paul.
have it with Samson, like
Yeah, all the dudes with glowing with just hair. He's mad because his hairline betrayed him.
He's taking it out on the world.
Taking it out on the world because Mike has a luxurious, glorious hairline.
One fan base at a time.
Well, I used to be like you. I used to have hair and be confident. Now look at me. Look in the anime. Now look at me. You with all your hair. Yeah, dog. Don't hate us because that's why he got. Okay, let's look at who got fired. Right, RG3.
Mm-hmm.
No blended fade.
No blend, like hair, like so much hair that he's fucking up. His barber fucked it up. He's always attacking the dudes with hair, man.
Scott Van Pelt ain't going nowhere. They trashed him on live TV with Tebow.
Yeah, that's one of they like not Booger. Who's the dude?
I think somebody
the
said
D-tackle.
it. Marcus Spears.
Yeah, Marcus Spears. Marcus Spears was cracking up. He was dying because they asked Tim Tebow like, "What does he get?" And he's like, "Because Tim Tebow has the All-American white boy haircut." Like the one that the youth pastor, like the youth pastor at a mega church haircut, and then they asked Paul what he got. Fuck them cats, man. Fuck that dude, man. But anyways, this is why I have confidence because I like our transfers that are coming in, and I got to get Jeff on. Jeff Colhane is one of my the voice, the new voice. I call him. I actually know his name now. For years, for the first 2 years, he was New Gene. Because we had Gene Decker off, and Gene's still alive. I don't know why Gene retired. Well, I think he's done with Tampa Bay now. But like, I just had this vision, and it's stupid, I know. But I think it was when my son said he was going to play for Coach Bowden, and I'm like, I don't think that's going to happen, son. Like, Coach Bowden's retired, but I think he'll be dead by the time you get to go to college. He should be. Or we having like zombies come back up and coach people. Either way, I don't want to be around that planet. But I wanted Gene to be able to announce like, touchdown James Coleman or something like that. But like Jeff has this thing that they do at the end of every practice. And I want y'all to, I like my football players sounding like grown ass men that have worked, that know how to use their hands. And this is Roy Dale Williams, former Alabama running back, coming and talking about FSU's practice and how he feels going into that. And I just love the countryness. It's amazing.
All right, Knowles fans, game week is here. Florida State getting ready to head across the pond over to Dublin, Ireland. Roy Dale Williams, Florida State coming back here with me. Great to talk to you. Thanks so much for your time. How excited are you for it to be game week, as much work as you guys have put in here over fall camp and beyond?
Man, very excited, man. Went through spring, summer. Now we just got done with the fall with these guys, man. I enjoyed every second of it, man. And we just want to take every rep with like a game rep. And we're ready for it.
Yep. Roy, let's talk about you. A lot of Knowles fans are really excited to see you don the garnet and gold and go out there and make plays with this great offensive unit. Just talk about your game a little bit, your focus, and what you're most excited about being a part of this offense under Mike Norvell.
Okay, just being here with these guys, man. Just me bringing my 100%. The sky's the limit, and I'm just excited to do it with just these guys right here, man.
Yeah.
Just in this building, in this facility. I'm excited.
Your guys, just run the back. A lot of talent, a lot of skill.
It's funny because it's true. I know people don't like a lot of that right.
And what you like about.
I bet he grew like a motherfucker too, boy.
It's just how consistent everyone is, man. Just the way they come in, the intent to work. We're gonna compete every day, even whether it's in the meeting room. We ask questions, we talk, we work everything out, and we just want to be the best. Yeah, we are going to be the best.
You had an unbelievable high school career, Hueytown, Alabama. There's another famous Seminole.
Shout out Jameis. Shout out Jameis.
Shout out Jameis.
Shout out Jameis.
Thinking like, yo, why does he sound like Jameis right now? Like, and I'm like, okay, now I get it.
Youngster watching a guy like Jameis Winston in that same town with what he did during his time there, and obviously a great Seminole as well.
Right. Just as a young guy going to the high school games on Fridays, just taking everything in and wanting to be in that position. When I got to that position, I made sure I took advantage of it, and on so forth and so on, man. I just want to make my own legacy and make sure everything is right.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, we can't wait to see it. That's for sure. We look forward to watching you do your thing, and thanks so much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.
There you go. He's Roydell Williams. My name is Jeff Culhane. Game week, Knowles fan.
What's funny is Jeff does sound like that 24/7.
Really?
That should be throwing me off because that's not their real voice. I know that's not your real voice. Like my voice, people say my voice changes, but for the most part, you hear it's the same cadence, it's just less cursing depending upon which medium it is.
Right.
I might enunciate my words a little bit more on the news. Not a lot. I am who I am. I ain't got time to change it. It's very fucking confusing changing who you are. But like Jeff literally does sound like he's about to announce a football game at a banquet. Like at a sizzler. Like it doesn't matter where you're at. It sounds like here's James Coleman right here. The two breast combo. I like that. He's a brown gravy guy. He's not the white gravy. He's the brown gravy. Man, dog, that man, I was wondering why does he sound like Jameis? And then now I know why he sounds like Jameis. And that's awesome. That makes me like him even more. Just positive, just like he's going to tell you that how to eat the fish that he fried for you in the perfect combination. And he's going to get mad if you try to add something to it. Like he's like, I know he know how to smoke some food. Nothing wrong with that, man. I love that. Give me more players like that. Now, I will say this. I should have done this a little bit earlier. Actually, you know what? We'll save that for tomorrow, for Friday's show. We'll just dive into the UM news. I want people to say something positive about each other before the season starts so we can have some goodwill. My Florida fans and my UM fans. And, you know, we all say something nice about each other just before the season starts so that everybody can, you know, have some positivity going into their work week. But one of the positive things is I love name, image, and likeness. It's a Dr. Dre and Still DRE. He has this spot, Still Ain't Tripping. Love to see young blacks getting money. Doesn't mean I don't like. I quoted that one time when a white person say, "Well, what about whites?" I said, I did not say that I didn't want white people to get money.
You already have it.
I was like, you got it. Like, dog, the world's designed for you. I just said I like seeing blacks too. Like, you could anybody. It's like when I said I make white kids fast. The black people were like, "Well, what about black kids?" Bitch, you are fast.
Serious?
Like they expect you to be fast. That's what happens. 4 or 5 white kid, extremely fast. 4 or 5 black kid, they expect that. So just chill out. Some of this stuff is like, as one comedian said, if you're going to enjoy the good stereotypes, you have to take some of the bad ones too. There's nothing wrong with that. Matt Baker, Tampa Bay Times, big ups the University of Miami and Miami's collective. They're getting out here. They are really, really, really working hard.
I heard about this. Go ahead and say it. No problem.
Miami announces a new official sponsor, Mr. Meatmaster, Triple M's. Miami is officially the masters of meat. I'm not Googling. Can somebody Google Mr. Meatmaster so that they can get it on their work their work queue? I do not want that on my phone and the things that could potentially come up, but you know what? I mean, I've been doing this for my whole life, and one thing I've tried to do for 40 years is master my meat. And I am still trying to. Miles, can you put the link for the tailgate into the chat?
Okay.
Mr. Meat Master is is the official sponsor. Like, how do you start? How do you make that an LLC without laughing?
I mean, that has to be part of the marketing.
Right. No, for sure.
Mr. Meat Master, Mr. Meat Master's subscriptions? Oh, yes. How do you work for Mr. Meat Master? Like, is that like
What you doing if you found out your girl?
Do people
Yeah.
subscribe for Mr. Meat Master? Then the man comes and delivers the meat to you to your home. Oh my God!
Imagine you see your girl is
Your
subscribed
girl-
to Mr. Meat Master. What you gonna think?
She better be buying you a steak.
Oh,
You over here looking at your bills, and you
Mr.
wonder,
Meat
like,
Master.
Damn, I got. Where's $500 a month going? Damn, what the hell was that? Mr. Meat Master. Who the hell? Cash. That's gonna be my new cash app. Fuck MFTK36. It's gonna be Mr. Meat Master. So anytime you're sending me money, you send money to Mr. Meat Master. That sounds like an OnlyFans subscription service. Like,
Crazy work.
That's how the walk-ons got to get. Hey, man, people got to eat. There was, again, talking about fraternities. There's a fraternity that does this thing called dog shows. And if you're online, you basically are becoming a meat master for some ladies for strip club, for adult entertainment. White man just slapping his meat down on the table.
Let's buy it when we got these Latinos.
Look at that little
meat man.
You can't have a name like Mr. Meat Master and have little meat.
Are you compensated?
Yeah, you got to be oh man,
Vienna.
They over there, Mr. Meat Master. They didn't say which meats: Vienna sausages, sardines, beanie weenies.
That's hilarious.
Like, how will they say that on a broadcast with a straight face?
Never.
This touchdown is brought to you by Mr. Meat Master.
And he migrated from Mexico to Florida as field workers. For you guys trying to stop our people from coming, we would have never got.
Dang, we would have never got Mr. Meat.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
I thought that's what they were trying to prevent. They were saying that a lot of these foreigners were coming in, trying to put their Mr. Meat Master on other women that wasn't asking for this. Can't be putting your meat out there for.
I'm glad they're getting some real sponsors besides, that. I don't want to call them what you call them. It seems
The line ass Cuban? Black.
I can't even. Oh, Ruiz. John Ruiz. There we go.
Speaking of Hispanics, I don't know. What is Reposado, their wide receiver? Is he one of them? You can't have a name like Restrepo and be American.
Yeah.
He got to be Cuban or something. I almost called him my one of my medication, Risavutin or some shit like that. Like, he got one of them last names that just don't make sense. But normally we've had issues with, like, Braxton Berrios was a Miami guy that I hated. Pale skin wide receiver. I hated those. Like, we never had one of those wide receivers. So you can't get good reps in practice when you don't have a white wide receiver that's shifty. So you don't know what it's like. But he's been getting clamped down. I think he's had 4 catches for 46 yards in his 4 years against Florida State. But he's considered one of the best wide receivers in the ACC. Here are some of his the NFL critiques given by him. He's 5'10", 200 pounds. The pros, and we have this a graphic. Yeah, you can put that up. His pros, he runs sharp, snappy routes. He was killing Georgia Tech in the middle of the field, but they stopped giving it to him. Impressive overall body control. Able to create last-second separation. A high level of understanding of selling routes. Plays tough, embracing contact. Very good vision and quickness in space. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in 2023. That's crazy. That's impressive. You want to be able to play special teams, you can make a team. Now, here are his cons. He lacks high-end top speed and acceleration. You cannot be pale and not have that. Limited yak despite athleticism and toughness. Likely a slot-only player in the NFL. Now, here's the doozy. Y'all ready for this? I did not make this. This is what an NFL person made. This is not James Coleman. Got completely shut down versus Florida State, the most NFL-ready competition he faced. Not kinda. Not un poquito. Completely shut down. And that's the Draft Room NFL that made that. But I got high hopes for Reposado. and he could maybe master his meat. Man, he's got a better quarterback this year that does not turn the ball over in bad situations, what people said, even though he had 15 turnovers on the season. Now, when I talked about Haynes King and the fuck it, someone's down there throw, we're going to watch this quarterback. Like people will have to see. He's going to play University of Florida fans. Here are some highlights of Cam Ward that I think will be very, very interesting to people that they will want to see. So we'll show it. Yeah. I think y'all will like this. Well, Miami fans won't. Scramble, throws it to the other team. Wisconsin, ironically, is where Miami's other quarterback is going. Here's another one. Drop back, almost gets sacked, and throws it to the other team. Oh, that's 2 in one game. Those are improbable. Up, you're scoring. Throws it to the other team. That's Oregon, though. Shout out to Oregon.
29, Robert Farrell motion.
All right, they're playing Cal. We play this team. And he's slim. Miami plays Cal too. And he throws it to the other team in the end zone. And still Cal. Nice elusive. But the problem is now you're dizzy. You don't know where they're going. And as you throw it to the other team, yep, right to him. Damn, that was good. That was accurate. Fresno State, they're not any good. And he throws up. Fuck it, somebody's down there. Yep, the other team. So like, was that 7? Okay, that's 1. That's 1 interception right there. This is the second one. Ooh, damn. Yep, that's 2. This is 3. I wouldn't even. Marvin Jones Jr. and Patrick Payton can do that.
They could have won that game too, right there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They said, Washington State fans, here's 4. Washington State fans said he turns the ball over and makes you say, what the fuck was going on?
Right.
That's
4.
4.
Double coverage.
So, yep. So this is 5. Missed that one. Our guy's getting that sack. And you're discombobulated. Fuck it. Somebody's down there. Very accurate to their team.
What is he trying to make happen?
I have no idea. There's 6. He just slung that bitch. Okay, so I missed one. So it was 6 I counted. Maybe there was 7. I just missed it. But again, so when people, I'm not saying this is not pick me. I'm not picking on Cam Ward. Cam Ward is a good quarterback at times. You can't say one guy is a turnover magnet and then have a guy who's a turnover magnet.
And you can't expect his coaching to try and coach it out of them when that's not their strong suit.
That bitch just running around, said, fuck it, I'm going to fling it.
He playing Madden in his head. Shout out Londa.
I mean, Brother Muzan, like, you're right, dog. Like, the accuracy is impeccable. Like, I mean, it was clearly going to the other team. Like, they hate the Dyke for that. He literally, that's what the Dyke did. Like, threw the ball to the other team accurately. Now, imagine again, if you go back and you listen to my breakdown of Georgia Tech of why I was critiquing the Miami OC so much, go look at their route concepts, look at the things that they do, and you're going to be like, holy shit. Add that to a guy who's got tiny hands and fumbles the ball a lot. I'm just saying, be optimistic all you want, Miami fans, but try not to be optimistic and then try to downplay other people because you're probably going to get hurt. Like, he's going to hurt you. Like, I'm telling you this, like, as you know, as to get the old R&B song, he's as a friend, he's gonna hurt you. Like, De'Aaron King hurts you, like all the other guys that have come in. And by the end of the season, if he plays the way he's played last year, you're going to be asking for Reese's Peanut Butter Puff, the backup, and then he's going to fuck up. And then you're going to be like, it's the OC. And then you're going to keep blaming other people until you realize it's the fact that you guys are trying to relive the cocaine era. And the cocaine era ain't coming back, dog. It's over. But I think Miami can win 10 games. Just off of pure N'Kosi Perry. Remember that he was the porn star. N'Kosi had the girl doing strange things on camera, but he also had the teeth. Boy, his teeth was so fucked up. Oh, it was egregious.
Like worse than Travis Hunter?
Way worse than Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter, the first thing he did was got his teeth fixed. The art of dialogue. Again, another quarterback that's been doing this reign of nonsense that Miami's had is Brad Kaya, better known as Felicia's son to the rest of us. Felicia from Friday. He opens up with the art of dialogue about what it feels like to be the son of an actress, one of the most famous crackheads in TV.
What?
Felicia was a crackhead.
Yo,
Like, that's his story.
That's his mom.
That was his mom's. Yeah, Felicia's son.
Dang.
I'm just curious.
What's crazy is she's really pretty.
Oh, for sure.
And I don't know if she's done anything else in her life besides that movie. And like, I feel bad for people who like low budget movies that make it big and they never do anything else after that. Like, because you're not getting ain't no royalty checks coming in from that no more.
I know she was like a comedian too on like.
She was?
Was she on like Def Comedy Jam? I think I seen some clips of her on Def Comedy Jam, if I'm not mistaken.
I didn't even know.
Famous for her role. So my mother was an actress, famous for her role in Friday as Felicia. She was the character who was famously told by Felicia. She also played this baddie in House Party 3. She played the mom in this 90s Nickelodeon show, Cousin Skeeter. And before that, she was a comedian, a stand-up comedian. There she is, dealing with hecklers in the crowd. She was also a supermodel who went all over the world. She's also my best friend. Virgo, Scorpio, I think that's just a great companionship. She was also my trusted advisor when it came to getting recruited for college football. Here we are at Oklahoma State. She's also my travel partner. Growing up, we took a lot of road trips, just me and her, throughout California, the desert, the Grand Canyon. So in return, I took her to Japan a couple years back for her birthday. Also having a comedian as a mother was just a major W of a childhood. It was honestly like being raised by one of the bros. Like we watched South Park, Chappelle's Show. We drive around a bad neighborhood and throw eggs at cars, eggs at houses. And above all else, she is literally my superhero.
Knows age, there's a Reddit thing where they're saying that Debbie might have been a freak. That Debo might have been clapping both of their cheeks, which led to the anger part, like right there. So like, I didn't know she was at House Party 3.
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot she was
and I didn't know she was in Cousin Skeeter.
I was assuming it was gonna be like some type of sob story, so I'm glad it was just like a nice.
No, it's just his mom is Felicia. His mom was a crackhead. The most famous role his mom is she was a crackhead. Halle Berry was a crackhead in a couple movies.
That movie's hard. Losing
Isaiah and Jungle Fever.
Oh yeah.
She was with another guy who plays great crackheads, Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
But they play a lot of great other movies. So like they got to get out of the crackhead things, but it's never like been their big role. It ain't like how Ving Rhames plays a great rapist. He plays other stuff, but we just like the rape movies are just when he just like I don't know why he's in his prime. Like it just seems like it's scary to feel like how comfortable he is doing that.
Oh my gosh, that scene.
HBCUs, why not us? They prove every day, why not us? Delaware State is getting a money game going to go play the Rainbow Warriors of Hawaii, who I would expect to be sponsored by Mr. Meat Master, but they're not. So anyways, but they're playing. Hawaii is far. Dublin is far too. But one thing that you do is you charter your plane, you have your buses, you have a tight schedule. Every day they go over this with you. And then you get an itinerary. The itinerary tells you, boom, you need to be here, you need to be here, you need to be here. You have a football ops person, their job is to get you here, here, and here. Delaware State University missed their flight to go to Hawaii. And they say that the mix-up happened at JFK Airport. And now they have to figure out how to get their entire team to Hawaii, to Honolulu, I believe, over the next 36 hours, and they're breaking them down into different flights. Now, one of the coolest things, and I'm sure that they get this experience, how you gain weight in college. Actually, the fat motherfucker from Florida, I have no idea how Florida does that. How do you even account for the weight on the plane? But one thing you do is you gonna eat. So you leave, right? So that you get on the bus. They gave us Chick-fil-A biscuits. Get on the bus, drive to the airport. About 25-minute drive from Doak Campbell Stadium to Tallahassee's regional airport. Most schools, same thing. So once you get there, your charter flight, you get there, they ask you, what would you like? They have a Philly cheesesteak, a chicken sandwich, and they have a cheeseburger. Now, it's early in the morning. Doesn't matter what time we leave, we always get the same thing. And then they give you a chocolate milk, orange juice, and a water. And then you go to your seat, which in your seat, there's a turkey sandwich, some chips, and cookies in your seat. Then you take off. And when you take off, the flight attendants come down the aisle and they ask you if you would like another Philly cheesesteak, cheeseburger, or chicken sandwich. Then they go down to that. Then they come back down again. And they ask you, they have grapes and fruit that's fresh off the Garden of Eden. I have never seen grapes as large as I have since then, nor had I never seen them then, nor haven't seen. And I'm not talking about Scuffenhouse. My southern people, the thick ass. I'm talking about your regular green, seedless and red seedless grapes. And bitches is like big as bullets. They have that. Go back down. Then they come back down, and they have nothing but king size candy bars. Reese's, Snickers, Twix, whatever you want, they got it. Then they go back. Then they come back down and they give you Dove ice cream bars.
God damn. How long is this flight?
It doesn't matter. Every flight, it seems to time out perfectly. We can fly Miami to Tallahassee is an hour flight. We get the same thing. We had the same thing. We went to Syracuse, it was a 2-hour flight. Same shit. Now, when you land and you go to the hotel, you go to lunch. After you've eaten all this, go do your walkthrough, do your film. There's dinner at 5. Then you go do some more film, maybe go hang out, see some people. Then there's this thing called mandatory snack at 10 p.m. You don't have to eat it, but you have to get it. And it's a big ass turkey sandwich, 3 cookies, some chips, sodas, grapes, all kinds of different shit that you could want. That's why when people say don't drink sodas, bullshit. We drink Cokes, Sprites, all that shit. Like you're burning so many calories. Unless you have a full-time nutritionist, eat whatever the fuck you want to eat because it's impossible to keep it on. So that's what you do, and that's what these boys are missing because now they got to go regular flights. That shit don't happen in regular flights. And because it's an HBCU, it's probably going to be Spirit or Allegiance or what's the other, Frontier?
Soul Plane.
Basically. So now you got to fly without knowing what the fuck is going on in an uncomfortable seat. And because it's a charter flight, you typically you got the whole flight. So there's a space in between each person. So now you're bumped up and you're in Gen Pop. And now you got people asking you questions and you got to be this, you got to be that. It's just too much going on. But it's all because Black people sometimes got to be Black. And you got to be professional. But it goes back to like we were talking about the young lady wearing the shorts. We want to be professional in everything except for what we got to be professional in. I ask you this question. Would you rather a football ops person in a suit and a tie that made you miss your flight? Or would you rather one some board shorts and a Hawaiian shirt with gold teeth that made sure you got where you were supposed to be on time? That's all I'm saying is that sometimes it does not fucking matter. Do your fucking job. But this is why not us. Because silly shit like this happens. You know what? If that happened at Florida State, 10 people would be fired by now. The whites ain't going for that. Not if we miss. But one, we chartered the flight. That flight ain't leaving until we say it's leaving. But man, if them boys would have missed the flight to Dublin, do you know the heads that would have rolled? Yeah, crazy. You live by the cheers, you'll die by the booze. Is a great quote. One of the things that my grandmother always told me is, "Who told your dumb ass to read?" When it comes to me being insecure about, shit with sports and things like that, grandmama, they talking about me like, "Who told your dumb ass to read? Play harder and you'll be." Actually, Stephen, FG, that what's funny about that is FAMU FAMU used the black, like one of my friends gave the black card to FAMU so they can purchase their post-game meal.
I was thinking when you said black card, like the right.
No, like the African American Express card, the Amex, the black one. He gave them. They said, "Man, go get them boys some food, man. You get anything you want." That motherfucker got them boys Popeye's chicken, which, by the way, is delicious.
Right.
10 out of 10.
But you got a black card.
But you could have got
that's a black card for real.
He told you to get whatever you wanted to get, and you got Popeyes post game, man. Like at a certain point, dog. Like
that's a nigga who just ain't.
We didn't have to be that stereotypical now.
Not even like
we
Chick-fil-A.
got Jimmy John's, and we had like Papa John's pizzas and things like that after the game. You got them boys fucking Popeye's chicken. Because that's gonna fuck your stomach up after the game too, dog. Like, and you gotta drive somewhere. You know how much shitting is about to happen?
Stomach doing backflips.
Yeah, it's just
linemen and
yeah, it's just wow. Malachi Nelson was a 5-star quarterback. Everybody expected him to be the next Caleb Williams. He got beat out. He transferred to Boise State to lose to a guy named Maddox Madsen. I love his name. And now Malachi, guy puts 1 year into college. Malachi Nelson went for this, blah, blah, blah. And the guy comes up here, Corey Yates. And shout out to Corey for trying to do the upstanding black male thing. Malachi Nelson didn't anoint himself a 5-star. The industry did. He shouldn't have to protect his mental health from headlines and posts from influencers such as this. I don't know Malachi at all, but I do know this isn't right. Is there any decorum left in coverage of college football? Decorum is like, what's that? Like demure. Have you ever seen that? All the ladies demure.
Yeah, demure.
I didn't know what that meant until but then when I found out what it meant, some of my.
You have any tact, any class?
It's not even just that. It's like you're supposed to be like subtle and things like that. I'm demure. And I found out from Sheena because Sheena posted demure. And I'm like, Sheena, this isn't like, you're not arrogant or anything, but like, that's not your, Sheena, you don't get to tweet that. Like, everybody knows you fine, Sheena. Like, you don't get to do that shit. Like, you can't say I'm demure. Like, no, you're a lot.
Yeah,
like you don't. You're not subtle, Sheena. Like you got you got a makeup artist that comes in. You're putting on the dress in the quote in the tweet. She got the dress that's showing all of the insinuating the positives. Accentuating, excuse me. Like I'm gonna get that word right. Accentuating the positives of her, which she has a lot. And then you know what the fuck happens to guys like me? Because I'm a good, upstanding friend that understands that you can have beautiful female friends or be around gorgeous people and you don't have to have sex with them.
Yeah. Not me, but I understand.
I can actually just be your friend and just know that. Because the other side of it is, like, my best friend's a female. You know why I never got with her? Because she's my best friend. And I know her. And I know I wouldn't want to be with her.
No, that's true. I have
Like, but in my group, I got 5 group chats that Sheena managed to get in all of them.
Oh, whoa, that's dangerous. You should have not done that.
No, I didn't post. No. They posted her picture in there.
Oh.
Okay.
One guy added me on social media the other day. Hey, big game, do you know Sheena? I'm like, dog, where the fuck have you been? Like, Sheena is I'm with Sheena all the time. And I tell you, guys, on my post, the guys commented, no, you don't. Don't shoot. You stand 0 chances. You have as much of a chance of an ice cube lasting in hell than you do of getting Sheena. Sheena's roster reads of your favorite athletes of growing up.
Oof.
Like,
yeah, careful.
And current ones. No, I'm saying, like, she's good people. I don't know if cut off the camera. But what I'm just saying is, like, you're going up against heavyweight championship boxers. Like, that's who's going after her. Hall of Fame football players. And if you're a regular guy, most regular guys aren't secure enough to have that happen to them. I'm just being honest with you. Like, because when she goes out, she's going to have everybody with her.
I see.
And like you're gonna have to sit there and you're gonna be questioning yourself. But I did tell her she needs a regular dude. Like she don't need no like. But anyways, but all I'm saying is Demure is not Sheena.
Yeah.
Like that's not her. That's my homie. I love you, Sheena. But you're not Demure. But decorum is not what Twitter is for or sports is for.
That's more
Like that man didn't even say anything in his tweet that was bad. Bitch, he's like, yeah, the industry made you a 5-star, but trust me, his family was living and loving that 5-star life when he was getting it. The problem I have is like you can't throw rocks and then hide your hand. You can't be like, oh, well, I didn't ask to be this. Well, you didn't turn it down either. Like, you're not good. You didn't live up to the expectations, and that happens. That's why I say if you live for the cheers, you'll die by the booze. One day you're going to not. Now, the thing is, cool thing, he'll always have this. I'd rather be a has-been than a never was. So you always got to remember as an athlete. But one day, you're not going to be good anymore. And you know what the people who are never was is going to always remind you of? That you're not good now. People tell me I'm washed. Actually, remember Boston College last year, Miles?
Yeah.
Boston College, BC Barstool. Come get your washed fullback.
Oh, that's right. Shut up, you racist. I can say
all because I said, now, in their defense, I did maybe go a little overboard. I hate the red bandana game. And I just put, we're going to beat y'all ass. The way we're going to whoop y'all ass, you're going to think we was Crips. Because they wear the red blood bandana. But it's for a reason. And I'm like, yeah, good for him. He ran into the World Trade Center and kept saving people and whatnot. And it's a great story. But bitch, pick somebody else to be your red bandana game. It ain't got to be us.
And you didn't make fun of him. You made fun of
the red bandana.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
the story was great. And other people tried to make it what it wasn't. And I went on there and said, no, fuck y'all. He's cool. No, fuck you. Like I meant what I hate when people be like, oh, you meant no, don't you be putting what I meant. No, I meant fuck you is what I meant. It's kind of like what's the half baked when the buddy was like, fuck you, you're cool.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Like,
that's a dream of mine.
Oh man, fuck you. That's just amazing just to be able to go around saying that. But anyways, I'm saying all that to say is there's a better way to avoid this shit. Just don't be good. And then you ain't got to ever worry about critics. But if you're going to be good, you got to worry about critics. Now, going into that, again, I'm sure that NIL deal he got when he first got in there was good because he was a 5-star as well. I love creative things. Oklahoma State now, this is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. They are wearing QR codes on their helmets this season, linking to the general team fund for every student athlete on the roster. It's believed to mark the first time a college football team will wear QR codes in the regular season games to promote players' earning potential. Now, a lot could go wrong with this. How the fuck am I going to be able to, like unless it's right now, how am I going to be able to line up that QR code in the game?
Yeah, I don't even.
It's small too. Like it's not big.
I don't know if you gotta try to blow it up, and it doesn't read the QR code sometimes when you have to do that. I don't think people be thinking shit all the way through.
I really don't understand what's the advantage of having that. Nobody, you zoom in while they're moving.
Somebody was overthinking it.
Yeah.
Another guy, y'all saw Carson Beck. I don't think we posted. Did we post the Carson Beck got a Mandarin University quarterback at the University of Georgia, has a private jet deal, but now Arizona quarterback Noah Fafita and wide receiver, man, wow. Tetiaria? That is bullshit. How you have all right, Noah, you can have a simple first name and a complex last name. But you don't get to have a complex first name in a normal, like Tetaroria McMillan.
Yeah,
I don't know if you're Irish or if you're Samoan. I'm confused. But anyways, they got the a private jet NIL deal. And it's kind of cool. I I could use a private jet NIL deal right now. That would be so clutch. If anybody wants to like get a private jet and like needs promotion, like let me get on the jet on Saturday morning. Like we could fly first thing in the morning. Actually, we could fly 11 o'clock at night. Maybe 10:30 is pushing it. I can get to you, but like let's fly. Let's take a quick trip to Dublin if you happen to have a private jet. I don't think anybody has those.
Experience luxury, speed, and reliability with Illyrian jets.
That's the thing, though, right? Yeah, I want to hear this Illyrian jet thing. I don't like. They got to get better music.
Welcome aboard, gentlemen.
Okay, I see them. They got
Illyrian Jets, your trusted partner for seamless travel, is now teaming up with Noah Fafita and Tetaroa McMillan, where excellence meets the sky.
Hello, my name is Noah Fafita. Precision and excellence are crucial on the field.
That
and
definitely
in the
is not
skies. Just like our games, Illyrian Aviation delivers top performance.
He didn't even say that. He knew better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna mispronounce it.
Fly Illyrian.
Do they change you on the
sky?
That comes with the NIL.
I mean, does she change us, or do I have to change it by myself? Like, do I get help?
Yeah.
Because that mean, listen,
She bad.
Yeah. If she comes with the deal, it's worth it. 99% of all athletes go pro in something other than their sport. And it's time for Oklahoma State's Alan Bowman to get a fucking job. Word of the day, job. J-O-B. 24-year-old is set to play his 7th college football season this year. He said he's in the 19th grade. Like, I'm hating that. I'm gonna be honest with you. When us old people say that, we're really hating.
Yeah, because he's getting paid.
Because if I could go back and like just play a little bit longer, I might have played a year or two more just to enjoy the college football stuff. But
especially if you have money coming in. At this point, he might as well just make it a job and get on social media.
Oh, I'm boy G Rogers. I'm sitting here. I be forgetting to put people's numbers. I gotta do a better job of that. I be talking to people for years and don't have their number saved in my phone. And then like they'll send me a random text message and I'd be like, I don't know who the fuck this is. Let me scroll up in the conversation. But yeah, he needs to grow up. Winding down. We used to be a proper country. When we were a proper country, y'all know one of my favorite things. And even though I like Mastromano and I'm all about tits for fits, but that's because they're my guys. But kickers aren't real people. And Harrison Buckner is the problem. We have made kickers have way too much influence in our society. And America is going down a hill because of this. Make America great again and put kickers back in their place. We don't need kickers out here tweeting like they fucking skill players. Harrison Butker put, you have enemies good. That means you stood up for something in your life. And he's walking in. Like, click on this. Like, the suit game is nice, man. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I mean, it's a cream suit. Remember Barack Obama got like crucified for this. That's not, what is that supposed to be? That ain't great. Like, he got brown. It better be beige with the brown shoes.
You know what? It's kind of hard to tell.
With those shoes, boy, that's a faux pas.
You're right. It's kind of like gray, and the top is a lighter. Well, this is tough. I mean, I don't know. But
I'm not mad at the suit. I'm going to say that.
The beard's immaculate.
And the beard is good, and he definitely has the comb over thing going on. I like that.
Right.
My problem is, and it's very much so determined, there ain't shit he finna do on the football field where he needs to be that determined.
I just realized he quoted Winston Churchill. So that says everything.
Great tweet, great quote, but Winston Churchill is only remembered as a great because we bailed him out.
Yes.
I just want people to remember that. If it wasn't for the U.S., nobody would know who Winston Churchill is except for being a loser and a drunk. A racist, as well as a misogynist, which is also what everybody is calling Harrison Butker. So the irony in the quote is that you picked the worst person probably to quote. Like, You probably should have picked like Mike Tyson. Everybody's got a plan until you get hit in the face or some shit. Like, I don't know. None of this shit makes sense because you're a fucking kicker. We need you for
Quiet in the corner.
yes, and make a kick when you're supposed to. That's all I'm saying.
But anybody who disagrees with Harrison Buckner, don't expect me to pay for our dates. This is speaking to the women I'm dating.
I've already told y'all the best thing to do for modern woman today. Checkers. First date is checkers. And that's a great segue to end this. One thing we say on this show, and we will always say on this show, it's one season that's year round. Doesn't matter what the weather may bring, but this season, it's always get your girl back season. Trust me, she hasn't done better, guys. If you have an opportunity, but just remember this, when you want to find bitch, you better read the fine print. And there's a reason why I'm here to tell you that sometimes, ladies, it's you. Ben Affleck has had an amazing career. He's Batman. He's been been an Irish mobster in multiple Boston-based movies. He's done all kinds of different things. He got J-Lo years ago. And they called it Bennifer at one point. They made one of the worst movies of all time. Yeah. During that time. But here is a man who at every given moment has shown that, you know what, he wanted that old flame back after she failed. J-Lo has more rings than LeBron. She is literally Thanos when it comes to collecting stones. She has nothing like, she's going to get engaged or she's going to get married and she's going to get divorced. She doesn't like failure, clearly. But this is they're getting a divorce. So I'm saying they just got married again. They're getting a divorce. And I knew this was going to happen. I have never seen a man more miserable in my life than this. So when you're trying to get your girl back, remember, it's never the same the second time around.
Do you want her back?
And you have to ask, do you want her back or did she do that thing really good that you like? Sometimes you just need to go get that thing that you really like that she did again. And you don't need to be with her or you'll be like this. And I just wanted a cautionary tale going into football season. This man wants to watch games and she wants to shop and go to Target and do some other dumb shit like this. But just look, you don't even got to play. You ain't got to play the video. Look at that face.
Yeah, that's a man on his last nerve.
And I want to tell you this, as much as I love all the women in this chat, yes, he's looked like that before with you. Some man, no matter how pretty she is, no matter how fine she is, no matter how much she cooks, no matter how chocolatey she is and how Irish her accent is, somebody is sick of her shit. And that is the face of somebody being sick of her shit. Mandy, he's available. Look at this. He's even trying to, he's just like, I'm going to be a gentleman just because I have to. Get your ass in the motherfucking car. Look at this slam. Look, did you see nobody follows through like that. It's just like, it's normally like when it's love, it's a, here you go, baby. And you tap it and you pat the door.
He slammed it, yeah.
It's just like, man, get your ass in the motherfucking car.
It's like that extra little.
He just fed up.
And look at he's have a good day.
Yeah, you got it.
And this nigga with a phone camera right there, capturing the whole thing.
He is tired of they got a video of them in some award show, and he's tired of it. Like every time we seen Ben. Ben is about to go on a smiling tour. We haven't seen him smile since they've been married.
You about to make a good movie then.
It's about to be. Well, they just did.
That's not a movie. That's a travesty.
It was bad.
What?
The Batman?
Self-indulgent. Oh, I thought you were talking about the Jennifer Lopez.
No. They about to make another. You know what I'm saying? That's because your girl did something. That's just the shit that you're doing to make her happy.
Yeah, and it was bad.
You don't really want to be there. No, I don't want to go. Kanye with the birthday song with 2 Chainz. And he's like, went to a niece's graduation. Man, I hate those kids. it's like he's out here having. It takes so much for us to commit. Like men like that. Like some men, just again, the average male is supposed to be 8 partners. It's crazy to think how few men have sex. Like, it's just wild. But, you know, asexual partner, that's a lot for, that's a high end for a man. And yeah.
Damn, I might.
When it comes to that, I'm a whore.
Yeah, I think
I did that on one visit, one official visit.
You ever think back, like, I wish I started later? I never thought I would have that thought, but yeah, I kind of do. We started too early.
Yeah, it was, but I like older women. So I've always been.
You had no chance.
I've been, apparently I was molested.
Well, it kind of makes sense based
Like,
on your mindset now.
Yeah, I'm just the younger woman, there's nothing that they could, like, you need to, like, even now, like, if I was really active and looking for something, like, I'd be like, she's not 30 years old. There's absolutely nothing you can do for me.
You were groomed.
Like, you need to have experience. Like we can't come in this motherfucker and you don't know what the fuck. You don't even tell you. I'm telling you this, man. This is terrible
free
advice,
game.
but it's good free game. They don't even know how to use their vagina until they're 30. Like, once they get to 30, they've done enough trial and
They hit
error.
all the levels.
They should know what they're like, because if she don't know how to make herself arrive, then don't even come around me.
Don't get me started. We could do a whole new show on that one.
Like, when you boy said, like, she's like, they say 70% of women can't have orgasms, and Carlos Miller, the great Carlos Miller, made a great statement. That's showing you that 70% of vaginas are trash.
I mean,
because if you don't know how to make yourself, how am I going to do this? All right, we're flying blind. But I say that to say is to give them some experience. They need some trauma. Somebody's got to fuck them up. The dad, like at 18, they still like their dad.
Ugh.
You need them to hate their father a little bit. The dad has to have done something. They got to find out that the dad's an asshole in life. And just saying, then they're hating their dad. Like, you know, listen, the amount of successful things that have happened for people who hate their hell. The reason we have this show was fueled by father hate. It's a bunch of people that got concussions and probably CTE at this point because I was knocking out James Coleman Sr. through them. Couldn't get my hands on Senior, but I can get my hands on you. And it's like, well, yeah, like Waterboy. I'm putting,
water sucks.
Yeah. Now, when you're going through it, you can give some grace to them, but just you need to get an older woman that can treat you right. And the younger women don't cook nowadays. You gotta. Like, I'm telling Trey, now my daughter cooks, but I'm telling Trey, like, I am going to help we may have an arranged marriage.
I cook better than all the girls I've dated here in Florida, and 90% of them have children. I'd be like,
the children don't know what they're doing.
Play no sports.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you tell you need 5. Like, I'm Trey will be able to give a chick whatever kind of date she wants, but that bitch better know how to cook. Better get in there and make some roast con pollo.
Oh yeah.
Actually, it's gonna be crazy because he's gonna like two different types of chicken and rice. He's gonna like the Spanish one and the colored one. And you better know how to make both of them, and you better know how to make collard greens. Because he likes collards and he likes grits. Then chicks don't know how to make grits these days, man. So like if you come in and you don't know how to make I'm gonna tell him, like, the girls are gonna hate coming to this house. Bitch, can you make grits? Show me. Make us grits. If she didn't make them damn grits, if them grits ain't thick as Luke dancers, they're not even gonna know what that means at that point in their life. Just know they better be thick. If they're not thick, and if she doesn't give us some damn cheddar cheese on them motherfuckers, then she's not coming back in my house. She's not welcome in my house, son. You can't marry that woman. I cannot marry that woman. Now, if they're loose nose, Polo, you can't trust a woman that makes thin grits. Thin grits are for throwing. That's what happened to Al Green. Don't want thin grits. Thick grits are made for eating. Thin grits are just terrible monstrosities. But anyways, on that note, just don't be Ben Affleck. That's the whole moral to the story. So, but what else we got? What else they got to make? Oh, cornbread. You got to know how to make 2 different types of cornbread. You got to make the cornbread, and a hot water cornbread. If they don't got a fucking what's the pan that you don't wash.
Dutch
it's like
cast iron.
Cast iron. Yeah, they ain't got
iron.
no cast iron. If you put fucking cinnamon and sugar in my grits,
Get out.
You are banished.
I'm from the north. I will take sugar and cinnamon.
That is
What?
cream of wheat.
Wait,
There's cream of wheat.
I never had that before in
There's
my
cream
life.
of wheat,
Like,
and you could do that. It's porridge, basically.
Nope.
Oatmeal is for cinnamon and sugar.
The only thing that go in my grits, cheese and butter.
That's
and
it.
Black pepper. That's it.
When I first had grits in the South, I was like, it's just, there's no.
Nope. I would talk. I will speak.
It's slave food. That's what
I
it
will
is.
speak-
It's
I will-
slave food.
I will speak like I will
slave
speak
food.
Shakespearean to her. Like it was like Romeo, banish it. She is banished. The fuck out of here. Like, don't come in here giving me that bullshit. These are good Southern Spanish gentlemen.
I just
They don't
found
know
out.
what the fuck. My kid's gonna be confused as shit. They're gonna be just like Mariah Carey, crazy ass. Mariah don't know what she want to be, white or she want to be black. She's confused. You can't eat quiche and collard greens at the same time, dog. It's a throw. It throws you off. Like my kid's gonna want Spanish black beans. Like I don't even know what else they're gonna want, dog. It's gonna be crazy. But anyways, on that note, man, appreciate you guys for chopping it up with me. 470. Oh, again. All right. So in the member section, I'll post all of the stuff for the ESPN things so that you can do your stuff right there. If you're not a member, $3.99. Make sure you become a member. Make sure you please jam the like button. We're trying to get to 7,000, technically trying to get to 10,000, but that ain't happening next week. Hopefully by the end of the season, we will get to that number. We'll be doing our giveaways. Remember, next week's show, next Wednesday, we will be doing a giveaway of a pair of tickets, but we will also, I got to figure out how I'm going to do this. It'll probably be Cash App. I'll put it in the member section. But if you would like to try to win a pair of tickets, we'll do a $2 raffle. So, but if 100 people ain't in a raffle, we ain't doing a $2 raffle. So we'll give you your money back. It's just $2. Or actually, you know what? They take 30. They tax you 30%. But we could track it on the super chat though. If they do a $2 super chat.
Yeah.
We may do that. We may give you opportunities to do that. So, but we got to put your name in the spin the spin the wheel thing. So, but on that note, I appreciate you guys for chopping it up with me, and we will see you guys next time.